Welcome back to the Hold That Thought podcast, where we do the exact opposite. I am your host, The Barbecue, and welcome to episode 7. I appreciate anyone who's made it this far and are watching these episodes consecutively. I appreciate you guys. I know I'm running a little bit late, but I've been busy with family and friends and work, all that stuff. So I just made a video. This is as soon as I can make it. So here we are. I appreciate anybody who's liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. If you're on YouTube, make sure you do all those things. Make sure you hit the bell so you don't miss a notification for when I make a new video. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, make sure you rate that 5 stars to move up the algorithm and we get more listeners here to this beautiful, amazing podcast. All right. I got a good show set up today, so we're going to jump right into it. I'm going to do some shout outs, and they're just brief, quick, but important shout outs. I like to shout out my mom and my wife, because they both had birthdays this last week, and yeah, that's what's been taking a lot of my time. Like I'm focusing on my family and the things that are important to me, and I enjoy doing this. But I mean, of course, it's not going to come over my family. So yeah, I love you both. I hope y'all had a great birthday, and I did my best to make it good. I had to work on my mom's birthday, and I was very upset, and my wife's birthday. I had to work for both of those. So I couldn't spend as much time as I wanted with them, but hey, this COVID got us stretched pretty thin, you know. But I love you guys and happy birthday. All right, just to fill you guys in, this podcast should be available anywhere. If you guys don't like what you're listening to or what you're watching it on, well, there's only one video version on YouTube. But if you want to listen to it anywhere else, it should be on most podcasting platforms. So make sure you go check it out. All right, to continue quick bits, we have the vice president debate went on what was that, Thursday or for Wednesday? Thursday or Wednesday, we had the vice president debate. Also, the day I'm recording this is October 12th, 2020. So all these things have passed, obviously. The vice president debate happened, and Kamala Harris and Pence went at it, bro. I didn't watch the presidential debate, but I can guarantee you that this one was much more intriguing than the other one. I know a lot of y'all don't care about politics, and that's when it goes into my next topic of the quick bits. Vote, bro. Go vote. Where, depending on where you stay, you can already vote with the ballot, the early voting, and the absentee ballots. I think I don't know if I said this on my last podcast. I might have said it on stream. But in certain states, they make it hard to do absentee ballots because of our president. And for here in South Carolina, we now need an official to witness us signing the document. So you have to go take it to an official and then bring it back and then mail it in. So make sure you're going through the right avenues to make sure your vote counts. Okay, so make sure you're keeping up with it. Do not vote twice, like the president might have told y'all. Do not vote twice, but just make sure your vote is counted. Okay, if that means you have to go and do some early voting to avoid crowds, if you don't want to go out there with a bunch of people, then do that. Make sure you got to do whatever you got to do to vote, and make sure you're educated on who you're voting for. I'm not telling you who to go vote for. I'm just saying, make sure you're educated on who you going to vote for. Look at their policies. One called me on stream the other day. I should put that clip in here, but I'm not. But one called me on stream the other day, asked me who I'm voting for. I'm like, dude, I know who I'm voting for. I'm educated. I'm going to vote either way, so don't be calling my phone. But if you're interested in stuff like that, they will call you and they will text you. So if you want to really get some information about who you're voting for, then answer those calls, I guess. It ain't for me. Don't mess with my phone, especially when I'm working. I do not like that. Anyway, that was a small little rant. I told y'all I wasn't gonna talk about this again, but it's the news, I guess. So Tory Lanez got charged with shooting Meg in the foot again. I'm talking about this again. This will be brief. He's facing 22 years for shooting Meg in the foot. He just got charged with it. He's not going to face 22. Like, he's not going to do 22 years. You can get that out of your mind, bro. He's probably gonna be out 2 years, maybe, bro. Maybe he's gonna get a good lawyer, get out in a few years, and probably be on probation for a while. So that's it with that, man. There's updates to that story. Again, I hope that's the last time I have to talk about that, but you never know. Last bit of quick bits. The Lakers won the championship. The Lakers have beaten the Miami Heat in Game 6. I don't remember the score because I watched the first quarter and then I went to go watch something else. And yeah, the Lakers are very happy, and as they should be. They beat a really good team and they won the NBA Finals. But I was talking to my coworkers about this, bro. Do y'all not put an asterisk over this season, bro? Do y'all not put an asterisk over this season? Like, the Warriors didn't play. And to me, I don't watch a lot of basketball, but to me, I think the Warriors are still the best franchise right now. Like, they have the best team. So, how do we not put an asterisk over this season, bro? I don't know if they deserve to be the NBA champions if the whole NBA didn't play in the season. I could be ignorant. I don't watch basketball that much anymore. But I'm just saying, there should be an asterisk over the season. A lot of people didn't play. A lot of people got infected with COVID. So, I don't think we should count the season. We should count it. You know, they should be the bubble champions. The NBA bubble champions. Not the NBA world champions, because they're not the world champions. They didn't play everybody in the NBA. Anyway, congratulations to the Lakers either way. Congratulations to the Lakers. I guess. I mean, shout out to Jimmy Butler, bro. I'm so upset that they didn't win. You probably can see some bias, but I'm kind of upset that the Miami Heat didn't win, bro. Jimmy Butler, he played his ass off. He put his heart and soul into those playoffs, man. Oh, man, it really hurt to see. But that's it for Quick Bits. Congrats to the Lakers. Make sure you go vote. And yeah, let's move on to the next topic, which is gaming. All right, there wasn't a lot of gaming news. I literally only have 2 things on my notes for gaming. PS5 pre-orders. Sorry, PS5 pre-orders. Just check them. That's all I want to say. Just check them, because a lot of people are getting theirs canceled. Even though PlayStation and Xbox are sending out early Xboxes and PlayStations, they still seem to be canceling PS5 pre-orders. So make sure you check them. I don't have a PS5 pre-order, so I ain't gotta worry about it. So just, if you don't want to lose yours and make sure you still have it, check on it, check your orders, make sure it's not canceled, and then you can go custom out, I guess. All right, and free games for PS4 for October are Need for Speed Payback. I don't know if I said this last podcast, but it's Need for Speed Payback and Vampire. And I'm really interested in Vampire. Need for Speed, they do make good games, but I haven't played a Need for Speed in years, so if you like racing games, go ahead and pick that up, I guess. And the ones for Xbox, I looked up the free games for Xbox because I don't have an Xbox, so I just look them up and tell you guys what's free. And the Xbox games that are free with Xbox Live Gold are Slay Away Camp, Butcher's Cut, Made of Skier. These are 4 games. So Slay Away Camp, Butcher's Cut, Made of Skier, Sphinx and the Cursed Mummy, and Costume Quest. I have never heard of any of those games, but if you want a new game that you probably never heard of, go pick those up for Xbox. And make sure you check out the Epic Game Store and Steam for the free PC games, which I'm most doing now. I'm mostly on PC, but I'm honestly still playing Super Mario 3D All Stars. I'm still trying to beat Super Mario Galaxy. I'm just taking my time with it. I enjoy the game. I'm just taking my time with it. So yeah, go check out those free games, and that's pretty much it for gaming. I don't know. I missed a lot of stuff, but I haven't seen too much interesting gaming news to pick up, so that's it for gaming. So now we're gonna move into media. This is just the topic where I talk about things that I'm watching in my life, and let's jump into it. So I finished season 2 of The Boys, bro. I am tired of campaigning to get people to watch this show and like it, bro. This show is so good, man. I know I went hard on it on the last episode, I think, where I was talking about how much they went into the deep and how much his character, they toned it down, and I'm glad they did that, because they might have hurt my podcast and they might have been like, okay, we'll stop talking about this dude because he's not that interesting. But to have no spoilers, man, just say the ending, they did a lot of fan service, a lot of things that I was hoping that they would do in the ending. Homelander is a fucking maniac, and just watch the show, bro. Just watch the show. It's so good. And just Linda, listen, bro. It's so good, bro. Please. All right, so check out The Boys. And after we finished The Boys, we started watching The Haunting of Bly Manor. We got through 2 episodes, so we're still watching it. And if you guys don't know, the show is on Netflix. The Boys is on Amazon, just to let you guys know. The Haunting of Bly Manor is on Netflix. It's a horror show. It's just scary, you know. It's a little bit of comedy thrown in. It's like It, the movie, but it's just a haunted house. We watched The Haunting of Hill House, which is the original version of that. I think that came out 2 years ago, and it was really good. So we picked up Bly Manor, and it's good so far, man. The quality of these shows that Netflix is putting out are really good. So go check that out if you want something scary to watch during October, Spooktober. And yeah. So before those two things, we actually finished up Legend of Korra. I know y'all probably tired of me talking about Legend of Korra, but we finally finished it. And I told my wife this. I was like, dude, every time we this is like the second or third time we've rewatched the show. Every time we get done watching this show, I get sad. I'm like, damn, that shit's over. That's it. And especially with the ending of Korra, you just feel so unfulfilled and incomplete. And you're just like, it was a good show, but like, come on, bro, is that it? Like, for real? And yeah, it is. So it's a great show, bro. It's the animation is so good. I have some problem with some seasons, but in all, it was a good show. And I think if Avatar: The Last Airbender didn't exist, The Legend of Korra would get a lot more praise. But obviously they would have to take out the things from The Last Airbender to make it stand on its own, you know, because it honestly at first it didn't stand on its own. It took them a few season 2 or 3 to finally like get their footing on where they actually were in that universe, and I think they did it towards the end, you know. Also, we watched Kiki's Delivery Service. Now, surprisingly to a lot of you, I have never seen that movie. My wife picked it up. Well, I picked it up for my wife for her birthday because she was talking about how bad she wanted to watch it, and I watched it. And dude, I love the animation so much. It's just such a relaxing, calm movie, and it's just such a break from all those things I just named where it's action, shooting, killing, gore, and everywhere. Kiki's Delivery Service is just so calm, and it's so down to earth, and I could just like sit back and relax and enjoy what I was watching and not have to worry about, oh shit, like some suspenseful stuff until the end. But it was a good movie, man. That movie's so old and it still holds up really well. I do have a negative with it. And I think a lot of you guys can agree if you've seen this movie. Kiki's how old? 13? I'm just gonna say she's 13 or 14. There's too much fucking upskirt in this movie, bro. Like, every camera angle is just like going up her skirt, and I'm just like, dude. This is a calm kids movie. We're supposed to be relaxing, and this camera angle is like really aggressive up this girl's skirt, and I'm just like, please stop, please, sir, please. Whoever made that movie, go back and fix that. I did not enjoy that part of the movie. That part did not hold up to me. But other than that, it was a good movie. I guess I watched the dub obviously, and it was a voiceover with Kirsten Dunst. And she did a really good job. I don't know why she doesn't do more voice acting. Maybe she does, but she did a really good job. Like, you could tell it was her, like, when she got, like, into stressful situations. But that movie was, other than the upskirt, it was good. And music, the only new music I've really been listening to, I've been trying to branch out and listen to other things. I listened to Amine's last album, which I do not remember the title of. But it was really good. I enjoyed it. I was trying to look it up real fast, but I don't know what the title of the album was. But it's his most recent album, and his beat selection on that album is great, and I loved it. It was really good. It's something to just like chill out and relax to. The beats are, the song selection, his vocals, and his rapping. He's very talented. It's not like the best album of the year, but it was still really good to me. Excuse me. All right, so moving on. That was it for media. All right, so just go into life. I haven't been doing much in my life. I've been like really focusing on my family and whatever and whatnot. So I've been doing that, and I've been starting to slowly pick up more content creation. I have a new video on YouTube. Make sure you go check that out. I'm a barbecue. If you're watching the video version, it should be one of the videos suggested to you at the end, or you can just go look at it now. It's the new Among Us video that I put up. So I've been working on content creation a little bit more, and let me tell you guys the stresses of home owning, bro. Hold on, let me get some water in my fucking gallon-sized jug. All right, so I've been dealing with this issue. Me and my wife have been dealing with this issue since we moved into this house in April. There is a noise coming from my AC unit that is driving me crazy. It has woken me up like the last week, I'd say. It's woken me up. It's just this loud. It'll start off with this loud vibrating, and then it'll go to some squealing, squeaking noise like on a fan. You can hear it like whistling. It's like wee, wee like that, and it's just so annoying. And it's so loud upstairs, and our AC unit's not even upstairs, it's outside, and we have vents going through the house and whatnot, but you can hear it so clearly, and it drives me literally insane. And we've had AC people out here. We're still under warranty. This is a brand new house. We're still under warranty, and we've gotten them to come out here at least no less than 6 times. And every time they come out here, it's most of the time a different new guy, and they're like, I've never heard that sound in my life. I don't know what it is. And they try to go fix it. They're here for like an hour, and then they like, I tried my best. I don't know. The last time we had somebody come out here, which was I think Tuesday morning, and he's been doing this for a long time. He says he's been doing this for almost 50 years, and he's never heard anything like that. And I'm just like, what do you expect us to do then? We can't just live with this. But we've been going at this with this company for a long time to try to get them to fix this, and I think they're gonna have to take part of our house apart and put it back together, because I can't live like this. It's been like literally cutting my sleep. I've been getting a lot of sleep, but it always seems to wake me up when I think they think I have enough sleep. Like, oh, you got 8 hours, that's enough. Wake your ass up, wee you, and I'm up. And yeah, that's homeowning for you. So have something like that to look forward to in your life. We got gutters installed. We paid fucking $4,000 for gutters and gutter guards in our house. So you can tell I'm happy about spending this much money on my house. But I guess it's an investment. I don't want my house to slide off our foundation. So we got gutters installed, and yeah, homeowning is fun. It's very, very fun. Okay, so that's what's going on in my life, you know. All right, so we're gonna move on to the last topic, which is failure. I know this episode's moving pretty fast, but if you guys are enjoying the content, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share. Rate it 5 stars on Apple Podcasts and whatnot, so we can help grow this channel, you know. So I appreciate all you guys for making it this far in the video. All right, so the topic I picked for today is, as you can see in the thumbnail, is failure. Now, I was thinking about this topic as a lot of the topics I think about are in relation to gaming, but it relates so much in every facet of your life. Failure is important, bro. Losing, failure, they go hand in hand, and they are important to growing your character and yourself as a person. I feel like you need to fail. You need to in some things, and some people have never done that. So when they face that adversity of failure, they don't know how to handle it. They lash out. They go crazy. And when it came in relation, I'm going out of my order that I was going to talk about this stuff in. But when it comes in relation to gaming, I've noticed that just being in the small gaming streaming atmosphere, I've noticed that when people aren't winning, they're not happy. Like, the game can be great, the game can be good, and when I'm talking about this, I'm talking mostly in relation to Apex, other shooter games, Call of Duty, things like that. When they don't win, they get really upset. They get so upset that they never want to play the game anymore. Even if they just say it and it's temporary, it's annoying to keep hearing that. It's annoying to just be like, man, I'm having such a bad time. Fuck this game, bro. It happens all the time, bro. And like, get better. Like that I know that people get tired of hearing that, but get better. You have to go through that to grow and get better. That's all I'm trying to say, really, is that some people will just give up instead of fighting through a bad time in the game just because you're not being cracked and dropping high kill games and high damage and whatnot. Doesn't mean that the game is bad. It just means that you're probably just not having a good day, or you're not as good as the people you're playing with. And that's not a knock on you. You just need to improve and just know that some days that is not your day, you know. And when it comes in relation to the rest of my life, like, failure's been something that I'm pretty common with, you know. Everyone should be. Like, the most glaring thing that I can think of when I was making this topic is in 2010. Yeah, 2010, because I was in my sophomore year of high school. 2010, I'm not going to sit here and act like I was the best athlete. I was on the football team, and I made it to varsity my sophomore year, so I was very happy about that. And I don't know if you guys know, he's an NFL player now. His name is Jadeveon Clowney. We went to the same middle school and high school. Now, I'm not trying to dick ride him or clout chase him or anything, but I'm just letting you guys know that he was on our high school team my sophomore year, and we went to the state championship. And our team, I thought we were the best team that has ever damn graced the football field that season. And we went to the state championship, and we got our ass beat. We lost bad that year. And I was like, this dude's a fucking D1 athlete, and he's being recruited by damn NFL in high school. So how did we lose? And I took that one to heart. I was like, he's a senior. He was a senior, and I was a sophomore. I was like, we're not gonna win this next year. This is my last time ever being here. And I was honestly, sophomore year, I was really riding the bench. I'd gotten no playing time in that state championship, but I was like, hey, I could J.R. Smith my way to a win. And and we lost bad that year. And it was no fault to me because I didn't get to play. But yeah, we got our ass beat, and I was like, we're never gonna get back here next year, and this is it. I had no faith in our team next year, but yeah, that loss hurt a lot, and it taught me a lot about losing, because in my high school team, even though our JV team sucked ass, and I was on the JV team too and the varsity team, like, I wasn't that used to losing on a grand scale like that. That was the state championship, everybody in the state's watching, and I hate to be one of those people who talk about high school that much, and like, oh, these were the good old days. I'm not one of those people, right? I rarely think about high school, but bringing up this topic, I kind of had to. So we lost that year, and then Clowney went to the University of South Carolina, so we didn't have him. We didn't have a lot of our big heavy hitters anymore. And the next year, I don't know where it came from, but we got that drive, and we made it back to the state championship, and we won the next year. And that taught me perseverance. That taught me, because I was just like, I don't see myself going anywhere at football. I was doing football, track, I wrestled for a little bit, and yeah, I was just like, I mean, I can be doing other things that are better workouts for me. So I was being kind of selfish. I was like, track is a better workout, and wrestling is definitely a better workout. So I was considering just quitting football and sticking with those, like, primarily. But I stuck with it because I love the game of football. I really did love playing it in high school. And we stuck through it, and we won the next year, and we went to the state house, and it was the big shit on campus, you know what I'm saying? And it's taught me such a big lesson. Like, I was so upset in 2010, but 2011 came around, and I saw the fruits of my labor finally accomplished, and it felt better because I had more of a role in that junior year. But I don't know. It's just something that you guys need to think of, and to have patience with things and not just quit them, because a lot of people actually quit the football team after that 2010 that were in my graduating class. They just like, we're not gonna make it back. So they had the same mindset I kind of had, but I stuck with it. So if you stick with things, then I'm not saying it's gonna work every time, but a lot of times good things will come through. Karma works in your favor sometimes, So that's how it relates into sports. I've had failure in interviews a lot. I always had the weird feeling that I think every job that I didn't get was because I didn't know somebody. Every job I have gotten is because I knew somebody, or I was like in an internship or something. Like, I don't even know how many jobs I've had in my life, but my first job was at Bojangles. A lot of you guys might know this, and I knew some of the workers there because I went to school with them, and they vouched for me. It was like, oh, this is a good dude. He'll work hard. And when I tell you this, that was the worst interview I've ever gotten, like, I've ever done. Like, I was like totally zoned out. I was thinking about everything else under the sun. I was like, what if I don't get this job? Blah blah blah. I gotta go to schoolwork. How am I gonna balance this, and this? And that was the worst interview I ever gave, and I got that job. But it's solely because I knew somebody. And that's like another topic. It's a lot of the things in life are not what you know, but who you know. It really is. And that honestly is how I got a lot of my jobs in my life. It's just who you know and who you can network with and talk to, and to build yourself up. I had an interview this one sticks out to me the most because I swear it was the best interview I've ever given in my life. I had an interview at TJ Maxx. And I was really desperate for a job. I had an interview at TJ Maxx, and I was like, I was in my freshman year of college, I think, because I had quit Bojangles. I tried to transfer jobs. It didn't work out. And I went in there. I swear, I gave great answers. He's like, can you define what teamwork is? And I gave him this elaborate ass answer of what teamwork is. I don't remember exactly what I said, but something about everybody working together to achieve one certain goal and doing it professionally and blah blah blah. And that was a great answer. I was like, I got this shit in the bag. And 2 weeks later, I never heard anything back. And then after that, because I was applying for a bunch of jobs at once, and I knew this guy I went to college with, and he was like, I work at Best Buy. You should try to come apply there. And just with him being like, oh yeah, this dude's a good dude, and he knows a lot about electronics, I got that job at Best Buy. And I was just like, it's really just about who you know, who can vouch for you. Because if some random's walking in the street and nobody knows him, I guess it's hard to trust him, I guess. But I was gonna be a good worker wherever I went. I've never left a job on bad terms, except for one. I never left a job on bad terms in like general. So I was just like, if y'all aren't hiring me, it's just because you don't know me, because I'm not a bad person and I don't usually give bad interviews. And yeah, you need to learn failure when it comes to interviews as well, because I mean, even though I didn't learn a lot from not getting that job, because I was like, I did everything perfectly, that's much better than every other interview I've ever given. And to that moment, I had 3 other jobs before that. So I kind of, at that point, I knew how to give a good interview. But I just don't know what happened. I don't know if they just didn't like me, if I was too black. I don't know. I don't know. But you have to learn from situations like that, because sometimes these employers are not looking at you as a good candidate, just because of your skin color. It happens. I think there's been a few jobs where I haven't gotten because of my skin color, and maybe just how I present myself, I guess. Even though I went into every interview dressed to the 9, bro. I didn't go in full suit, but dress shirt, dress pants, dress shoes, everything. I went in dressed to the 9, and sometimes it just didn't work out. I don't know why. I can't explain it. But you never know why some of these people don't hire you. Sometimes it is because of experience, though. It's not all racial. Not all. They just don't want to hire you because of your skin color. Sometimes it's just like you don't have enough experience, or there's more qualified people, you know. But that's when it comes into work. When it comes to like relationships, everyone, unless you've like been with this person since elementary school, you're gonna find some failure or just like losses in your relationship. Like, I've had so many relationships not work out to my favor. Like, I've been broken up with, and I've broken up with people, and yeah, it has to happen. I feel like that has to happen, bro. Like, you can't just expect every single one of your relationships to work out, even though that's the goal. Your goal is to have them all work out. But if you see it not working out, you need to use that relationship as a learning tool to have a better next relationship, honestly, because that's exactly what I did in my life. And that should go without saying, but a lot of people don't know that. They look at their loss of a relationship as the end of the world. They're like, oh, I thought we were going to get married, I had plans and we're going to have kids and whatnot, but that person probably ended up not being shit, and now you're single. And now you need to look at that person and look at what you guys been through over the course of your relationship, and understand that it wasn't it. You need to know now what you're looking for. I was in a relationship for 4 years, and when I got out of that shit, I knew exactly what I was looking for. And that's why it didn't take me that long to like rebound. Not rebound. That sounded bad, bro. Do not quote me. But move on. That's what I meant to say. Get out of here. But yeah, relationships, those are big learning tools, and you'll find much failure in those. If I have a younger audience listen, you'll find plenty of failure in your relationship. Don't just expect every single one to be sunshine and rainbows. Something at some point, especially if you're in high school, those relationships will crumble and break. They work out very few times, but a lot of the high school sweethearts I know that are still together, they went on and off. I don't know anyone that stayed together the whole time. I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but it's very rare that they stay committed and stay like 100% perfect the whole time. No relationship is 100% perfect, no matter what they portray to you. They're not 100% perfect. But yeah, failure is important. you need to practice failure. Like, don't practice losing. Try to be successful in everything you do, but just know that failure isn't the end of the world. You need to install patience into your mindset. You really do, because when you're not patient and you're not trying to learn things, you just end up making the same mistakes over and over again, and no one grows that way. You need to learn. Okay, that's pretty much it for my topic. That's pretty much it for this episode. I appreciate anyone who made it this far. If you made it to the end, you are the best. I appreciate you guys, and thank you for coming through on the episode 7 of the Whole That Thot podcast. Once again, I'm the barbecue. If you're listening on Spotify, make sure to rate this 5 stars. Follow me on Twitter and follow me everywhere else on Twitch TV/I'm the barbecue, Twitch TV/I'm the barbecue. I can't talk. Okay, it's time to go. I'm trying to plug too much. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. If you enjoyed this episode, I hope you learned something. Bye. I don't know how to end shows. Goodbye. Yes, sir. Did you like that video? Me too, because I made it. I know it's good. If you did like that video, make sure you hit the like button. If you're new here, subscribe. Make sure you have that bell turned on for notifications for when I make a new video. Also, you can catch me on any of the socials down below. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all those. I'm on there. That's it. See you guys later.